Greetings through Christ. We have another one. Yeah, we have another one, a sad one. This one comes out of California. Her name was Genesis. And what her father did to her is what enemies do to enemies in the war, to torture them for information. This video damn near brought me to tears. I had to bring this video. It was hard to bring this video, but I had to. It had to be seen. It had to be heard. I'm going to prove to you today that human beings are the monsters, demonic individuals. What this father did, he had to have been a demonic individual, no conscience, lack of compassion to do to an 8-year-old little girl. So if you have a soft stomach, walk away now, click away now, because the things you're about to hear is about to blow your mind, make you sick to your stomach. So let's dive into this video. Roll your sleeves up, put your gloves on, and let's get gritty with this video.
Details about the death of an 8-year-old girl. Genesis Aria Mata was found dead this weekend inside a bathtub at the La Quinta Inn in central Bakersfield.
The suspects, 31-year-old Ray Mata Jr. and 27-year-old Graciela Bustamante, were arrested. They pleaded not guilty yesterday. Eyewitness News reporter Maria Celeste Alfaro joins us now to tell us what those documents revealed and what happened to that young girl. Maria?
Michael, Rochelle, court documents showed us that Genesis died a day before the 911 call was made. She was found with severe injuries by her father and stepmother. I do want to warn you that some of the details in this story are disturbing and could be hard to hear. Newly released court documents are revealing that the death of 8-year-old Genesis Araya Mata was intentional and involved torture. Authorities say she was found dead on August 2nd inside a central Bakersfield motel room with substantial trauma to her body. Documents suggest those injuries were done with intention by her father, Ray Mata Jr., and her stepmother, Graciela Bustamante. In the offense report, one of the officers who entered the room described the state he found Genesis, saying she had extensive physical injuries. He found her skin splitting on the top of her head with massive blisters and extensive burns all over her body, including her face. On her back, severe scarring and more burns were found. According to the officer, it looked like she had been whipped multiple times, causing her flesh under the skin to be exposed. Her hair had been almost cut off completely. Finally, the officer finding her fingernails on the left hand being ripped from the nail bed. Another officer who walked into the room was heard saying, quote, "Oh my God," and appeared in shock by covering his mouth. In a police interview with Bustamante, she says that Genesis had been killed on the evening of August 1st, a day before 911 was called. Bustamante claims she witnessed Mata suffocating and punching Genesis in her stomach. After she wasn't breathing, she says she saw Mata perform CPR on Genesis, but neither called 911. She later died. It wasn't until the next day, Bustamante called Mata's sister asking them to check on Genesis because she was unconscious. That's when his mother and sister called 911 and drove to the hotel. Bustamante reportedly said in the interview with police that Mata was an abusive person both physically and verbally. She also revealed that she and Mata would abuse Genesis by pouring boiling water, as well as placing her fingertips in a door frame and shutting the door on them, causing severe injuries to her hand and nails. In a separate interview, Mata claims that most of the abuse was actually done by Bustamante. The report shows that she told officers that Mata would hit the children with a charging cord.
Bullshit.
At one point, she admitted to watching them being abused. The document saying in part, she watched the children being whipped horribly with wires and hangers a lot. She stated it was not spanking and now called them beatings. She stated she watched Ray Mata Jr. beat the children until their backs bled a lot on many occasions. Before ending the interview, Mata says in part, he beat the children and is responsible for those injuries. However, he did not do any of the burning or fingernail stuff. The documents also state that Mata had an active case with Child Protective Services. The case was reported by school staff after his children was missing school and coming to school with visible bruises. Both Mata and Bustamante are expected back in court later this month. In studio, Maria Celeste Alfaro, Eyewitness News.
My fellow believers, children, our kids, our grandkids, they're a blessing from God. And I ask myself this question: what can compel a human being to inflict this much damage to an 8-year-old little girl? Tortured her, whipped her, put her hands and shut them in the door, ripped her nails off. You cannot look me in the face and say it's not demonic. You cannot tell me it is way more than this realm. The devil is on a prowl, and he's after our children. Our children are targeted. I can't understand this. I don't think I ever will understand this. And me as a believer, am I wrong for wanting him dead? I don't know. But this is heartbreaking. I had to bring this video to you. It had to be seen. It has to be heard. People need to know what human beings are capable of doing. An own family member. I pray for this little girl. Bless her heart. I hope she's in the arms of Jesus, getting the love she deserves. So like I always say, with God you have everything, without God you have nothing. God bless.